Hello and welcome to the first match day of UEFA qualification for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Yes, England and Thomas Tuchel start his reign Friday night. So yeah, let's just jump straight into these World Cup qualifiers predictions. So we start in Aki Larnaca in the AEK arena where Cyprus take on San Marino. San Marino getted a win against Liechtenstein. They couldn't buy a win for nearly 20 years, but they got 2 wins recently in their Nations League campaign. Brilliant from San Marino, but they're coming up against a Cyprus side that they'll probably struggle against in round 1 of Group H. They also do have Austria, Bosnia, Romania also in this group. Cyprus do have the likes of anybody exciting in their team. Satiriou for Apo and Nicosia, not the Bristol Rovers one. Apart from that, don't look very good. Loisu seems like a decent player from Nicosia, young player. San Marino just have Nicola Nani up front that I know of. He's an okay player, but yeah, Cyprus will be too much for San Marino here. I'm going Cyprus 4, San Marino 0, unfortunately, for San Marino. I think Cyprus will be a lot better than people expect in these qualifiers. So yeah, I'm going Cyprus 4, San Marino 0. And the next game is Andorra versus Latvia. Andorra probably one of the worst sides in the FIFA World Cup qualification this year, along with San Marino, Liechtenstein and Gibraltar. Latvia be looking to win this with the players they have. They have a lot more higher quality players than Andorra do, like Gutsovskis, Ikanex. Yeah, they've got some decent players. They play for RFS, who are in the Conference League, and yeah, Latvia should get the job done over Andorra, although Andorra can be tricky customers away from home if it's a mediocre side. They can prove a bit of an issue. I'm gonna go 2-0 Latvia, get a nice away win and get their World Cup qualification off to a winning start. So I'm going Andorra 0, Latvia 2. Now we go to Thomas Tuchel's first game in charge of England, and he'll be looking to win this, but it's against a very tough and resilient Albanian side that know what they're doing, because they nearly qualified. Oh, they did qualify for the Euros and nearly gave Italy an almighty shock, didn't they? But yeah, Albania, a good value because they drew Croatia. I think they got really unlucky with their group in the Euros with Croatia, Spain and Italy. But yeah, they're not a bad side here. But it's Thomas Tuchel's first game as England boss. Morgan Gibbs-White recently getting called up, which is good. I'm not sure how Jordan Henderson will fare, but England on really good perform apart from that little slip up to Greece, but that was with Lee Carsley in charge. Albania really have slipped off since the Euros, only beating Georgia in that time. I'm gonna go 2-0 England in this one. I think we'll get the job done, and Thomas Tuchel will start life with a winning start here against Albania. 2-0 England. Now Malta take on Finland. Finland have been on a really downward trajectory, finished bottom in their Nations League group. But yeah, this really not looking good for Finland at all in this one. But yeah, Malta beating Liechtenstein. They did really well in the Nations League campaign, but this will be a different test against a side that's got Pojamplo, Pukki, Kamara. Finland have got some really good players. They've got Hoskonen. They'll have too much here for Malta, in my opinion. Don't know much about Malta. I know they got promoted from their Nations League campaign, but or almost getting there. But I think San Marino topped it. I could be wrong. This is going to be easy for Finland. It'd be routine. I'm just going to go 3-1. I reckon Malta will score, but I'm going to go Malta 1, Finland 3 in this one, and Pukki will get a goal, I imagine, because he's still playing for Finland. So I'm going Malta 1, Finland 3. Now it's Polski in Poland against the Lithuanians. Robin Lewandowski still scoring the goals for Poland up front. They do have some star players. They have people like Zielinski, Szymanski, Kaminski, I've already said Zielinski, Kiwior, the Arsenal right back at the back. So they're not a bad side, are Poland. But yeah, you'd back them to beat Lithuania here. I mean, Lithuania really aren't anything special. They seem to have good spells and bad spells. They're in a bad spell at the moment. under coach Edgaras Januskas. Yeah, Poland, this will be routine. They always qualify for World Cups and Euros. But yeah, I'm going to go Poland to win this 3-0. We'll go 3-0 Poland, why not? Get the job done. Lewa's going to grab a hat-trick, hopefully. And yeah, I'm going Poland 3, Lithuania 0. Now Romania take on Bosnia and Herzegovina. This is going to be a very even matchup, but remember what Romania did in the Euros. That game against Ukraine at 2 o'clock on a Saturday, it was absolutely superb, wasn't it? They keep winning at the moment as well, beating Cyprus, Lithuania, Kosovo, and the rest. Bosnia in League A last time, losing 7-0 to Germany last international break. Not looking good for them. They'll want to bounce back in these World Cup qualifiers, but they do have Austria and Cyprus both in their group as well, who'd be looking to qualify. But yeah, you probably back Austria to top this group overall. Is Dzeko still playing for Bosnia? I'm not sure he is. I don't think he is. Has he retired from international? No, he is on the bench. He is on the bench, still playing for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Romania, Stanchu, some brilliant players on their side for Romania. Prediction on this one, we'll go for 2-1 to Romania, and they've got the job done after their good form in the Euros. So I'm going Romania 2, Bosnia 1. Into Saturday's games, and at 2 p.m. we've got Liechtenstein taking on North Macedonia in this one. I think they've still got Pandev up front. They've got Bardi, the North Macedonia, Alioski, ex-Leeds fullback. Got some very decent players in there, North Macedonia, and they did well in the Euros in 2020, which was the 2021 version of the European Championships. So this one's quite an interesting one. Liechtenstein are coming off a very poor Nations League campaign, losing to San Marino twice in that period. Yeah, I'd back North Macedonia to win. They're going to win this quite comfortably, I think. I'm going to go 3-0 to North Macedonia, and they'll get the job done. Liechtenstein really, really poor at the moment. And yeah, they've had better times, Liechtenstein, when they have been in better form than this. But Macedonia, decent side, and they'll plug through 3-0 on this one. Into Moldova we go, and they're taking on Norway and Erling Haaland and Martin Ødegaard in this one, as well as Elyounoussi. Somehow Norway still haven't qualified for a big major tournament yet. They'll be looking to do that this year, of course, and yeah, they're really struggling to qualify for a major tournament, which is concerning for the Norwegians, because they have got a very capable side of winning stuff, but just can't at the moment, and yeah, not looking good for them. Although they are in some fine form, I think Haaland and Ødegaard will get them to that World Cup, in my opinion, this time around. But they also do have Italy or Germany in their group, as well as Israel. So they should get there, Norway, this time around. But yeah, I'm just going to back them to win this. Depends if Haaland's firing. I'm just going to go 2-0 Norway. Moldova are a bad side, but they're not amazing. They're a bit more defensive than some of the other sides in this. So yeah, I'm going 2-0 Norway. Haaland to get one, Ødegaard to get one, and Norway can start their World Cup campaign. Montenegro take on Gibraltar now, and yeah, Stefan Jovetic, Manchester City and Inter Milan forward, still playing up front for Montenegro. Very decent side, these lot, and they know what they're doing when it comes to World Cup qualifiers. Almost gave England a scare a year or two back. It's going to be very difficult for them to get out of this group, even though they do have Czech or probably Croatia or France, not sure which one, depending on the Nations League campaign, that's right. This game's boring me, as you can tell. Gibraltar, really, really poor Nations League campaign for them. They would have wanted better than this, but 196th ranking in the world compared to 73. So I'm going to bet Montenegro. They'll get the job done. Gibraltar are absolute rubbish. I'm going to go Montenegro 3, Gibraltar 0. Easy win, and more misery for Gibraltar, and they definitely aren't qualifying for the World Cup because they're absolute shite. So 3-0 to Montenegro. Into the quarter-to-8 games on Saturday night, where the Czech Republic take on the Faroe Islands. Faroe Islands beating Armenia in their last 5 matches, which was their only win, but before losing to North Macedonia. The Czechs are on decent form themselves because beating Georgia, drawing with Albania, horrible Euros for them though. Patrick Schick up top, Hlozek as well. They've got a good side, know what they're doing. Very good at the back as well, well drilled under their coach. I'm not sure what his bloody name is though. Ivan Hasek. Poor Euros, but they should get the job done here. I'm going to go... Do they win this 4-0? Yes, they do. Czech Republic 4, Faroe Islands nil. Faroe Islands, can't really say much about them. But yeah, Czech Republic will get the job done. 4-0, home win. Hlozek will get a few, and Schick might get bang in there as well. So yeah, I'm going Czech Republic 4, Faroe Islands nil. Now is Israel against Estonia in this one. Estonia were decent a few years back, weren't they? And they were actually in contention for qualifying for the World Cup. But it's just been a downward slide since then, and they've been absolutely rubbish. They really have done. Israel beating Belgium last time. They're finally finding some form, Israel. They were absolute rubbish around 5-10 years ago, but they've recently picked up. And during all this Palestine conflict, they've actually kept the football team together and they know what they're doing. So, yeah, could they qualify for the World Cup? Potentially, but they do have Norway and Italy or Germany in their group, depending on the Nations League, of course. They did all right in Ligue A. They got a win over Belgium and Domenico Tedesco, but yeah, they'll get the job done here. This simple win. I'm going to go narrow because I just think Estonia's defence might be a bit tighter than usual. I'm going to go Israel 2, Estonia 1. They'll just get the job done. But yeah, to get started in Tel Aviv, in Hungary, sorry, not in Tel Aviv. They can't play in Tel Aviv because of the war. Playing in Hungary, Israel get the job done here. 2-1 over Estonia. And yeah, they might qualify for the World Cup, but who knows? Let's see. And now for the final game of this predictions video is Wales against Kazakhstan. Wales did okay in the Nations League. Just a mediocrity Nations League campaign for Wales. In the end, Kazakhstan, they were good in the World Cup qualifiers. They could have no, not the World Cup qualifiers, the Euro qualifiers for 2024. They almost qualified somehow and just falling short in the playoffs, of course. But they've been on a real horrible slide since then, not winning internationally since the 14th of March. There's been a load of international breaks since then. They've lost about 10 on the bounce. They've been absolutely horrible, apart from a draw in there somewhere. You feel like Wales will get this done. I think Kazakhstan will go for it though, so it's a bit of a tight one this, but I'm just going to back Wales. I think they'll get it done. I'm going to go... Where do I go? I'm going to go 3-1 Wales. They'll get the job done. Kazakhstan, I'm not sure what's happened since that Euro little glory run. They've been absolutely terrible. So yeah, Wales to win this 3-1. And yeah, get the job done at the end of the day. And hopefully another FIFA World Cup is beckoning for them. Thank you very much for watching Matchday 1 of this predictions video. We will be back on Sunday for Matchday 2 of these group stage matches. So yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you all on the next one.